Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm going to show you how to change your air filter to a short ram intake, or I have the short ram intake. Some people might have the cold air intake, which is longer. I do have the short one, and I am going to show you how to change that. So I've kind of started to, but first what you want to do is, so you got, this is your airflow sensor, so you got to be really careful with that not to break that. You got two bolts here, you got to take those two out. Then you got this clip over here to take this off, and then you got one more screw right down there to take this tube out. And then you got this clip right here that you got to press down and take that out. Then you also have this hooked up to the tube right back here, so you make sure you take that out. And then what you want to do is, then you got two clamps here that you will have to take out, and at the bottom down here you have another screw that you would have to take out. So let's go ahead and do that. So what you want to go ahead and do is unscrew these first and find the right tool. So and be very careful not to lose these. They're so small that it's going to be so easy to lose them, so be careful with that. So once you take that out, what you want to do is unclamp these two clamps here, and some people might unclamp this to take this top box off, but what else you can do is, to make sure you unhook this in the back and you unhook this, unscrew that, untighten that bolt in the back, and then what you want to do is just take it out like that. And then you got your filter here. Now you take out your filter, and at the bottom what you got here is three screws right here. And what you want to use is just a 10 millimeter socket to unscrew that. So once you get those unscrewed, this should just come right out like that. And then what else you have left is this tube right here. Once you unscrew that, be careful, don't lose that washer that comes with it. And you just try to yank it out of here. There you go. And there you go. That's how you take out the old stock filter on a 2015 Science. So next, what you're going to do is make sure you have all your bolts, make sure you don't lose them. Now you won't use all the bolts for the new short intake that like I have. So here's my short ram cold air intake. I have a HPS with a K9 filter. It's a very simple process. So pretty much all you do is, now you got two little things here that you're gonna need. All you're gonna need is pretty much that bottom one to hook it up to that. So let's go and show you. So what you're gonna do is stick that in there. Make sure it's in there nice and tight. And again, just also uses a 10 millimeter socket. Now it's kind of hard to see, but back there in the back is where that bolt is, and what you want to do is just screw it in to tighten it up. So what you're going to do next is when you get the intake, you're supposed to have like a little piece like this, and with the bushing 2 different bushings actually. And what you're gonna do next is where it goes right here. So find the right spot, and what you're gonna use is you're gonna use the stock bolt that you took off from your stock filter. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna place that here and just screw it in, and that's all that is. Basically all that piece, what it does is it's a little support for the intake so it doesn't push down lower down there, so that's what that is. So here's my Canon air filter. Now it is, as you can see, it got damaged, but I have used it already, so it's not brand new. I'm just cleaning it out. So just use a simple Canon, find a cleaning solution for this at your local auto parts store, and spray it on there or whatnot and do what it says. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just cleaning this air filter to have it nice and clean. If you guys are curious as to what I'm using to clean that filter, now here it is. It's a Power Clean, Canon Power Clean air filter cleaner. Just a spray bottle. All you do is just spray it on the filter. I sprayed it, let it soak for a little bit, and washed it down. Now I do have that filter where you can wet it and nothing will happen to it, so it's one of the best ones that I've had. And so I mean, if you guys are wondering why it got ruined so bad, now that's because I didn't think it would be that big, but it's big. And what's happening is it's actually touching this plastic right here, this metal, and that's why it got ruined, for just being that low. So let's go ahead with the next process, and there it goes. Just in case you guys are wondering, that red piece right there, there's another piece back here somewhere. It's gonna be very hard to see right there. Now what that is it's my short shifter. And basically all it does is it reduces or it increases the shift by about 30%. It's an original TRD part. Now my car is not a TRD, but I got that, and I'm telling you guys, you can definitely tell the difference. Now, next, what you want to do is you got your filter, and try to just get it in there. I've got to get another filter sometime soon. So once you get that in there, what you want to do is you have a flat screw, or I believe it's like a 8mm socket that you can use to get that in there. So the next thing that you guys can do is make sure you plug that back in there. One time I actually forgot to plug that back in there, and my check engine light came on and read a code that too much air was coming in, and I figured out why, and I was like, wow. So make sure you put that back in there. Then what you want to do is that sensor, the airflow sensor, again, be careful with it. So you got that like this, and you want to use the little screws to put it back, to screw it back in. Now with the rest of the bolts that you have, either up to you guys what you want to do, put it somewhere safe, or what I did is pretty much put it back into the empty holes where they used to be, the ones that I'm not using. So that's one thing that you guys can do. Let's see here. sure it's nice and tight. So that is your simple install on your intake that you guys can do. Very easy, very simple. It took me about 10 to 15 minutes to do, so I've done it a few times, so I've had quite a few experience. Now, intakes is one of the most and one of the first things that a lot of people do, a lot of car people do to their car. They are pretty cheap. You can find them anywhere. They pretty much make them for a lot of cars. Like I said again, very easy, very simple. So I guess let's turn it on and see how it sounds. Well, there you have it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will keep you up with more videos later with more updates of what I do to my car as time goes. Again, thanks for watching, and make sure you guys subscribe and like the video. Comment down below if there's something that you guys think that I did wrong. Let me know. Thanks again.